what's happened to your brother? How can you describe, you keep hearing that, a lot of noise, people keep saying, strip him. He hasn't fought in over 2 years. What's happened to Jamall, Charlo, you think?
Probably, but they're trying to strip me. I think that he just surrounded himself with, some of the wrong people. I think also you can't, when you live off of something that's like, that make you want to bounce, that make you have to bounce back. If you're gonna bounce back, go ahead and bounce back and fight for that every day. Let that be your fight. So if anything wrong with him, it's the fact that you kind of can't get content with having the issue other than fixing the issue. And so I think my brother is around who you surround yourself with, who's there in your ear trying to push you to get better or get off of that level that you at and put you back where you need to be.
I'm really starting to think that the little brother is the big brother, but he's the one that's short-tempered. So I don't know. But one thing I will say is this, is Jermell has been singing that same sermon about Jamall's company this whole time. I remember watching episodes on YouTube from their shows and Lions Only and all that stuff, and he used to be semi-playing, maybe joking, but most of the time he was serious. He would always talk about Jamall's circle and how he had a fake-ass circle and how he had fake-ass friends. And if I recall right, he was even telling him about his wife then. So I'm starting to think that the little brother is really the big brother. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to believe that the both of them, Jermell's the one that got all the common sense. That's hard to believe, But anyways, I think the real important thing is this. While people talking about strip Jamall, heck yeah, he should be stripped, But the real thing that we should look at is it shows how these rules don't mean nothing. Ain't that what it show you? Forget. It's like we telling Jamall to drop himself. It shouldn't just by default of the rules of the WBC, that should be automatic. While we're highlighting, I just want to say, because we do need to look at Jamall, but while we just highlighting Jamall, there's another thing we need to be looking at. The fact that he is a champion and ain't fought in 2 years. So what's on the table is not just to look at Jamall and how he hasn't fought, but how Jamall hasn't fought. And the WBC hasn't made him fight or strip him of anything. Just not to just put all the light on Jamall, because it overshadows the fact that the WBC don't enforce their own rules. That's really bigger than the fact that Jamall is not fighting. In my eyes, if we want to keep it a buck, because therefore it wouldn't matter. We wouldn't be talking about strip him if they enforce their rules, would we? We'd be like, man, it's a shame what happened to Jamall. That's it. But it just goes to show you, boxing is theatrics. These rules only exist when they need them to exist. They only apply when they needed to apply. It don't apply to certain people. It'll pull stuff over your eyes. That's why cheating and all this stuff is not out of the park for boxing. If anything, it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. It's nothing but theatrics. But yeah, Jamall need to be doing something, but he'll pull it together and, we'll see. But the other thing is this. It's evident that Jamall is not the fighter. We've known that for a long time, that Jermell is the one that's game. Jamall really not into it like that. We know that. And if he got problems and stuff like that, let him go ahead and have his problems. But to just only look at the fact that he hasn't fought and not look at the fact that he's holding the WBC title and they don't do anything, and not to even look at that, but just talk about how he hasn't fought, that's only talking about one side of the coin, and that ain't, that's not getting the whole picture. We're not looking at something accurate here, in my eyes. But then again, that's just what I think. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.